What's up, y'all? My name is Barbara Atewe. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am starting a new series called Sew It Be. Alright, I am turning this tapestry blanket into a sweater. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's begin. Alright, so all the tools and everything that I used will be listed down below in the description box. I got this pattern off of Etsy. I will have the name of the vendor on the screen and also linked down below in the description box. I just printed it out and then lined the sheets up on some cardboard from my moving boxes that I had. And then I am just taking my X-Acto knife and then just scoring it so that I can push, so that I can cut out the shapes of the patterns that I need. So for this specific sweater, it's for my older brother, and he wears double XL. So I am cutting out the size that says 2XL. So it shows from small all the way to 2XL, which I really appreciate. I'm just scoring it out, pushing everything out, and then I'll be using my baby brother as a model because they both wear the same size. Weird enough, but yeah, I'm just cutting it out and then making sure that I do it for the sleeves, the front and the back. Yeah. So I'm also doing it for the front and the back, as you can see right here. The pattern only comes in halves for the front and the back, so you will need to like flip it as you're tracing it on the fabric that you're cutting out of. And since it's not like a normal crew neck or whatever, I'm not using the sleeve cuffs or the collar cuff as well, or the waist cuff. It's just like those trendy fringe sweaters that everybody's been wearing right now. I wanted to buy one for my older brother for his birthday, but then I saw the price was like $275 US, and I was like, bitch, no ma'am, I am so sorry. You could get this sweater off of Amazon for 60 bucks Canadian. If you already have a sewing machine, great. If you don't, they sell it for $40 for a mini one on Amazon as well, and you are on your way. Even the pattern was only $5. So when you really calculate it all together, I already had my sewing machine, so we're gonna take that cost out. But if you want to make it yourself, you could also to round everything up, the blanket was $60. What else? Blanket was $60. The pattern was $5. Yeah, so like around $70. Okay. Now I thought it was going to take me a very long time, because considering this is like the first time I've ever like sewn clothes together, but it wasn't really that bad, you know what I mean? So now I am tracing out the cutouts for my sweater. I'm using permanent marker because, listen, I need to be able to see, and the permanent marker comes out in the wash. So you just add a little bit of vinegar and it comes right out. All right. So yeah, I'm just tracing everything out, making sure that it's aligned because I don't want no mishaps. Okay. And making sure that I flip over my shapes for the front half and the back halves to make sure that I have one solid piece, because you can't just make half a sweater, because that's weird. Okay. All right, so now I am just cutting out my cutouts. Very simple, using regular scissors. I want to get is it the rotary cutter with the mat? I really want to get that next, and they're not even like that expensive. I thought it was gonna be a lot of money because Michael's be trifling, but you can also get it on Amazon as well. Amazon is the plug. Now, they are kind of slow with their Prime shipping because of the panoramic, but it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I'm just cutting out my shapes, making sure that I am staying within the edge of where I put the permanent marker. I'm not going on the inner edge, I'm going on the outer edge so that there's a little bit of space for seam allowance. Oh, I forgot to mention, the patterns already do come with 1 centimeter of seam allowance. So yeah, you're able to, if you have a serger machine, that'll come in handy. That'll really come in handy. I want to get one of those, but I was like, what's the point? Because I don't really sew clothes like that. The only reason why I have my sewing machine right now is when I make my wigs. And I was like, you know what? If I could sew a wig, I could sew a sweater, okay? You gotta believe in yourself when you do this stuff, all right? Because me paying, I don't know if it was $275 or $175 US for a sweater that I could make for myself, it's crackhead behavior. And it took me less than 3 hours to do it. So, especially since I ain't never sold clothes before in my life. All right? Making something from scratch like this, other than wigs, totally out of my comfort zone. So if I could do it, you could do it too. Okay? Period. All right, so in this clip, you might have noticed in the previous clip that I did kind of run out of space. So I'm taking the sleeve that I did cut out properly in the previous clip, and I'm tracing, why can't I talk? I'm tracing one half on one piece of fabric and the other half on the other piece of fabric. Now, I thought it was going to look weird. I thought it was going to be offsetting, but I made sure to to cut out where there was a similar shade and pattern and stuff, so it doesn't look weird when you sew it all together. All right, so now it is time to sew. I just have like the screenshots on the right side of the screen to show y'all the stitch pattern and the stitch length or tension. I'm not sure what it's called, but those are the settings I have my sewing machine at. Right now I am just following the instructions that are laid out on the pattern that I bought from Etsy. Super helpful, okay? Because I did not know where to start, to be honest with you. I was about to start sewing the sides until I read the package that I bought, and it said sew the shoulders together for the front and the back, and then sew the cup of the sleeve. And I had to Google what the cup of a sleeve was, and it's very simple, very simple. I made sure to reverse stitch throughout the entire thing because I didn't want no problems. I have never sewn tapestry before in my life, okay? So I was making sure that I was reversing randomly when I was sewing through the entire sweater. Okay, so the shoulders are sewn. Say hi to my little baby brother. Hey, whatever. This is how it looks on him so far, with the sides not sewn and the sleeves not sewn as well. It has some potential, but we're not done yet. We're gonna jazz it up at the very end. Okay, so now I am sewing the cup of the sleeve, whatever that means. I learned that it's like the top of the sleeve and you're not sewing the bottom down yet until possibly around the very end. Okay, so yeah, y'all are just gonna watch me zoom through this. It's still the same stitch pattern throughout the entire thing, stitch length, tension, whatever it's called, I'm not sure, but yeah, just making sure. And I also didn't use the regular needle that came with it. I used I think it's 110 and 14. If I'm wrong, I will post it on the screen. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I made sure not to use the regular needle, because every time I try to use a regular needle when I'm sewing like a wig or something, I learned that they break very easily. I ain't got time for that, so I just bought the heavy duty needles, which will be linked down below in the description box, so y'all can get your hands on them too. All right, so now I am just sewing down the sides of the body and joining the sleeves, as it says on the paper right there. There's not much more I could say. I'm just following the instructions left on the pattern sheet that I bought on Etsy. So yeah, just continue to watch and vibe out to the music. All right, so this is how it looks fully sewn together. You could leave it like this, but because my brothers both have very, very long arms, we are going to add some fringe to the ends of the sleeves. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself. This is how it looks. You could really stop here if this is what you want to keep it at, but we're going to add some fringe for some razzle dazzle, okay? So for the perimeter of the tapestry blanket, there was some fringe, so I'm just going to take some off the ends, like the scraps that I have left behind, and we're just going to sew them to the ends of the sleeves. So I put the trim of the fringe, yes, I put it on the inside of the sleeve, and then I sewed it in with the zigzag stitch so that it's reinforced. And then I was obviously going hitting the reverse stitch over and over again so that I make sure that it's secure. All right, simple, very easy, not too much to do, not that much, not so difficult. I don't know what's wrong with my words. I think because I just finished exams, my brain is just like all messed up. But yeah, I'm just sewing on the fringe to the sleeves, and then it adds about, I want to say, like 2 inches of length to the arms, which is great because my brothers both have very long arms, and I didn't want it to look hitched up on their arms like that. That's weird to me. Okay. And this is how it looks. I'm very proud of myself. This is my first time ever making something like this, and it wasn't that bad. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please just like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. All right, bye bye.